Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And Khalif Raymond was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Gibbs will try and pick it up, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The Lions sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And this is caught, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game.
top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Prescott now. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Allen now looks to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. Oh, he's got a little date. And now the rookie's free.
Inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Isaac Garindo. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
To the air, Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4.
Now Allen going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2nd down and 6 now.
Throwing, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The interception. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
To throw, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Williams to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So here's a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10. Here's Gibbs to the 43, 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
That's complete to Laporta. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Here's Gibbs. Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back. Open downfield. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They begin on the ground with Guerrero.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Gregory Rousseau.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Right back to him on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Allen off the play fake. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To the air again, Prescott.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. 4th down, Prescott.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off-play action. Allen.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
This to Laporta, right side. Here's 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Touchdown, Bills! A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Flush to his right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back.